Yeah, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So today, me, Sheikh, and Kavarna bring to you live, this great series between Robrot and Kevin. This will be a best of 7 and in the round of 8 of ESOC Spring Championships and will determine who will go into the glorious semifinals. So yeah, Sheikh, what are your thoughts on the match?
That
And
sounds exciting, doesn't it, man? It sounds tantalizing, honestly. Kevin versus Robot. What are you thinking, Big Come Get Some? I want to hear your thoughts on it, first of all.
Oh man, so much to say, so much to say. But I mean, I just hate the fact that every time anyone plays Robot, they have the automatic Spain ban in. I
Yeah.
just want to see one glorious game from Robot playing his classic Spain FF. But yeah, both are
Yeah.
very experienced players. I think Robot has improved a lot. He smashed me, I think, a year ago. And he has been looking very strong so far in this tournament. And
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. Robot is very, very good. Just the thing is, Come Get Some, as you were saying about that Civ ban. In general, I'm not pro Civ banning, but
mhm.
then again, this is the tournament format. This is how it is. The players eventually have to adapt to the rules given to them, right? And with all due respect to people banning Robot Spain, we thought last series he might have some difficulties, right? But then again, he rose to the occasion and he absolutely smashed like he usually does, and he advanced to the next round. Now, if I would have to make a prediction for this series, can get some at Caverna, I think that this is heavily decided by how Kevin comes today. I think that Kevin is a player that his biggest enemy is his inconsistency. There is days where I can beat Kevin quite handily, and then there is days where he's completely unplayable and he beats everyone in the game.
Yeah, that's super well said, I think. And especially the fact that we haven't seen Kevin play till now, because the first round, given that he was one of the highest seeds, he got a bye into the round of 16, and in the round of 16, his opponent Lionheart, the man, the myth, the revolt legend, had to bow out because of some, I think he got COVID or something. So we haven't seen Kevin play a best of 7 in this tournament yet. So so this is the first time we'll see him playing. So as you said, he has been a little bit inconsistent. So no one knows how his form is, how he's doing. So yeah, it's just anyone's game, man. But yeah, I'm expecting a close one, at least a 4-2, if not all the way. So
yeah, you're completely right, because if we're reminiscing to the former series played by Robot, right? We saw a player who is probably the staple for consistency, whether or not he is the best player or not. He's a very good player in Conqueror. Conqueror is a player that has beaten some very big names. If we recall last season's EPL, if I'm not mistaken, he even 5-0'd I Am Turk at some stage. He's a very, very, very solid player. And Robot, without his Spain, just, for lack of better words, made short works of that series. And from what we know from Robot is that he is perpetually and constantly underrated. So I'm very excited to see how this will play out. I'm obviously rooting for my clan member and my good friend Robot, but I'm going to give as unbiased of a cast as I can. So would you mind taking us away, Come Get Some, for this one?
Yeah, sure.
Give me a second, guys. One sec.
Yeah. So the first game will be on Guyana.
I wanna get into it, guys. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play a little video of the map, and then I'll when I start playing, you guys go for the game. Just give me a sec.
All right.
Perfect.
No problem. You get your setup ready, Caverna.
The highly contested region east of the Orinoco River, known for its tremendous biodiversity. Players will fight for control of a large valley, which is home to several Tupi and Carib settlements, while 2 trade routes lie on the outskirts of the map. Players will find an abundance of food in this region, but may need to extend out of their base to secure additional mines.
Begin.
Perfect. So we had the beautiful map intro. Now we'll dive straight into game 1 between Robot and Kevin. So here we have the legend Robrot spawning in the south of the map in the color red, immediately going for the trading post, playing the one of the strongest civs in the game, Ottoman. Oh man. And we have his opponent, the infamous Kevin, spawning in the north of the map, playing the color blue, playing his Dutch. I really like Kevin's Dutch, man. I think he is one of the better and stronger Dutch players. So, but yeah, before we get into the matchup and everything, what do you think about the map? What do you think about the opening, Sheikh here?
Well, from knowing Robrot, Robrot loves his 5 Delhi semi, but Robrot is also a player that loves abusing the fact that Ottomans has the best, probably the best musketeer in the game, which is the Janissary, which is tanky, which does not die to anything. Now, this could play completely in his favor. By ways of him hitting a timing that's correct and Dutch not being able to respond, or it will be his death sentence because, as we know, Kevin is a very good Skirm Goon player. He really relishes the opportunity of playing against people that like to spam the musk button, right? So this is going to be completely decided by whether Kevin will be able to deal with the first Falconet push.
Right. So your predictions are a classic semi-FF, Musk Falcon to, Skirm Goon. But, very interesting. Robrot going for the TP start and skipping 3 villagers. I think he went for a trading post and we have a potential treasure contention here.
Ooh, is this a big one? Is this 100 food or not? I think this is 100 food treasure. Ooh. Yes, it is. Oh. And Kevin manages to get away with it. But the big problem for Kevin now, is he going to be able to keep his Explorer alive after getting that treasure? It looks like he is going to be, because the pathing from that Leopard actually stopped the Explorer from Ottoman of being able to snare the Dutch Explorer.
But I think the Leopard is faster, if you can just check.
He is, but he does not have the high base damage that, for example, a Spanish War Dog has, right?
True.
So he won't be able to pick off that Explorer easily. Now, we are going to see a pull trick with the Envoy, beautifully done by Kevin here, getting that Explorer away, and now that Explorer is going to go and scout the Ottoman base. But, bad news for him, Ottoman already has the food to age up, so knowing Robrot, he can put his vills in the TC and snipe him, but he does not opt to do that. Instead, Robrot is, I don't know where his mind is situated at right now, but he is aging up very, very late, unless he's deciding to go for some kind of logistician age.
And he is the logistician age. Yeah, you called it.
The Imam, wow. Is he actually going to be able to, he's going to get coin from this, right?
I honestly have no clue. Ottoman logistician. I gotta see this. But can you quickly switch to Kevin's POV? Is he also doing something standard, or is he doing something, a little bit different, a little bit spicy, or is it the standard 15 villager from Dutch?
Yeah, so I actually see a 14 villager from Dutch right now. It is looking pretty standard. The only off cards that I am seeing in this deck right now is the advanced artillery for Dutch. For the rest, I don't like the fact that he only has the 1 additional bank in age 1. I would have rather seen either a 17 Reuters shipment in H4 or a Roses card that upgrades your bank's gather rate. I'm not a very big fan of the 1 bank. Either you have the 2 and you go full for the Rotterdam and Amsterdam, or you just don't include them in your deck, in my opinion. Now, the bad thing for Kevin is here, he has not managed to macro properly to get the additional villager as soon as he ages up, which is going to hurt his eco and his tempo a little bit. But the good thing is he's up for 4 Ottoman. Now, the problem for him is he has no Envoy to get some, and he has no Explorer to scout what Ottoman is going to do. He will have no idea what Ottoman ages up with. So if we can switch over to Robrot's perspective, I really want to see what the age up even gives you. And it gives you a tower. Oh no, it gives you a mosque wagon.
And 200 coin. I think it's actually a very good age up for FF strategy, which judging by Robrot's macro, he is doing an excellent point shake on the fact that Robrot being very cunning, taking out the hero, taking out the envoy, and Ottoman being one of the most versatile civs in the game. Kevin has no idea what is going to hit him. It is an RTS, guys. You have to scout. Or how do you counter your opponent?
Going to say something and get some. I'm going to say something, and I think that my dear friend Robrot learned from Lionheart in his series against Batuhan, and I think that he's actually going to put down a forward tower as well with that wood that he's going to be spawning from a 700 wood shipment. Why am I thinking that? Because Dutch has no explorers on the map. He has no one to see what actually is going on. In Dutch's mind right now, he's going to go for a simple FF and try to get as many banks as possible, and try and probably spam Reuters in H3 to kind of counter.
And look at that all-in build from Robrot. He has not built even one house.
Yeah,
he is on 11 wills right now. He's rating on the 700 wood. And let's see, do we see any forward wills for the tower as you're suggesting, or what will we see there?
I actually take my words back, because not building a house is actually signifying something else, in my opinion. Could we potentially see an incredibly fast H4?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. We're going to see probably an incredibly fast H4. And as a true M-Falc enjoyer, he goes for the market before he goes for the house, just to be able to buy more resources, and I love it. Well, I think that is fantastic. And with the coin that he's getting, he's actually going to be able to get the bombards, come get some.
Ah, that's pretty interesting. So I think Kevin might just get DE'd here. He has no idea. Can we just switch to Kevin's perspective and switch on the Fog of War? I want to see what he sees or what he doesn't see. He is going for a Huss Semi, which is, one of the more standard age up. He has only scouted the age 1 church from Robrot. He knows Robrot is on 2 TPs, but he has no idea what's about to hit him.
Yeah, you're completely right. Not only does he have no idea what's about to hit him, in any logical person's mind, you see a mosque and you think, okay, he probably either added that with his 400 wood crates or with his 700 wood crates. He would have no idea that this was due to a logistician age-up, probably, because I had no idea the logistician actually gives you a mosque wagon.
Yeah, that's completely true. I think, today in the auto meta, we see the age 2 early church also, even age 1, mosque. So yeah, and look at the beautiful camera work by Kavarna. The Huss gliding through the map and seeing the double mosque now. He knows something's up. He will quickly try to idle Robrot here. But what is Robrot aging up with to sort of, try to deny these raids? And he will have his own 4 Dela.
Yeah, these Deli are going to be able to do an amazing job, especially with that TC being able to kill one of those Azars. Those Azars are going to lose to the Deli in a fight. The Deli want to pick this fight right now, especially if the Explorer is up there in the north with that Jaguar. He's going to be able to take that fight, and he's potentially going to be able to snare these Azars as well. And there we go. One Azar almost going down, but those Delis are staying in the fight. And the Delis are units that you don't necessarily want to pull back because of their faster rate of fire, right? So it's the Hazars that really have to do all of the microing, while Robrot can just stand and fight, because the longer he stands and fights, the better it is for him. Amazingly done. Still 3 Delis on. Now we are seeing the advanced mosque for 2 mosques, and do you know what I'm thinking right now, Come Get Some? He can get the mosque upgrades even quicker because he's got 2 of them, so he can click on 2 different ones simultaneously.
Oh man, that's big brain. Sometimes in team games, I completely go blank and make 2 markets, and then I'm like, yep, I'm gonna queue 2 market upgrades simultaneously, make them count. But yeah,
exactly,
might work better for Aurora. But we see another patch of Hussar from Kevin here. Is he not going age 3? What is Kevin thinking here?
If we can switch over to Dutch perspective, I would actually really be interested to see, because that 5 Hazar is either being made in transition. No, it has been made in transition to H3. So probably he just had the resources stacked up, right? And he's shipping 9 Reuters. I don't know. As soon as those Nizams will pop, even the Bombards, what are Reuters even supposed to do? They're like a straight-up version of a Dragoon, right? They don't really have enough HP or attack to be able to take down any Bombards once they arrive on the floor. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen here, and we do see a Minuteman pop right now from Ottoman to try and deter this raid, but the Hazars smartly staying in there, because those Ottoman Minutemen don't have any multipliers against cavalry. They can do a lot of damage, and there we go.
Yeah, but the Delhi's coming from top, and I don't think Robrot cares about his villager count. He just wants that 2k food in, and he's doing a beautiful job with the hero snaring, the Delhi snaring, and the Minutemen. So yeah, and beautiful great defense. But another 5 will come in, and the Reuters will come in.
Have you seen that? Come Get Some. That Imam just handing out roundhouses left, right, and center with big punches like that.
Yeah,
that was beautifully done.
When the man of the clergy, when the man of the faith himself steps into the fight, it's about to go down.
Exactly.
And look at that market trade, the classic robot market trade to get into the age 4 macro. And what is he aging up with? Is it the Sipahi age up?
The Grand Vizier.
It is probably. That is the Grand Vizier, so it will be the Sipahi age up now. Very smartly, sending that 1,000 wood is going to allow him to get the Nizams because they cost 1,100 resources only, 1,100 wood from the mosque, excuse me, with the no order infantry and the mosque construction. Exactly. So what I'm thinking right now is he wants to pop these Nizams early on, and once he gets the Nizams, he can just macro for coin, especially with him having an easier time because of the capitalism being in right now. He will be able to macro for that coin for the bombards quite easily, and he wouldn't be needing the Spahi as of yet. The only thing that Robrot in his wildest dreams would want is for those Reuters to stay under the TC and get popped by the Spahi. Because of their low HP, they will actually die rapidly to those Spahi.
Yeah. Robot doing a good job, saving his villagers, popping them in and out. But Kevin, on the other hand, also doing a good job idling him and getting a villager now. He needs to deny those crates. If the crates for a revolt, if they are for the Nizam tech. But yeah, it could be a very disastrous pop if the Spahi do pop on the Reuters.
Oh, and what are we seeing? The Reuters are not moving away, and he's baiting him right now with the villagers gathering up the wood crates, and the Spahi pop right on top of those Reuters. Look at that damage! And there we go. He is actually going to get a crack shot. He did get one, and a couple of Reuters go down. Now that Spahi is just going to go back. And if that Imam is still alive, which I think he is right now,
good micro by Kevin. Good micro by Kevin.
But the bombards are going to come in.
Kevin's POV though, is he adding culverins? Is he going age 4? What is Kevin doing? Because we have only seen like a stream of Reuters, and now only skirmishers coming in.
So what
is he adding?
We do, but this is disastrous. What I'm seeing right now is Robot's, sorry for my words, wet dream. When those bombards arrive, he has enough resources to click on that button to get those Nizams. Those Nizams are going to absolutely make short work of those Reuters. Those Reuters are not going to be able to do anything. And if he's smart right now, he's going to flank with those Spahi. He probably forgot about those Spahi because he wants to get the perfect pop. But if those Nizams pop right now, they're going to do absolute big damage to those Reuters, and so will the bombards.
Look at that double shot.
Amazing. Amazingly big shot. And there we go. The Nizams are in. Let's not forget those Nizams are actually age 4 shadow teching Nizams. He's changing their mode, and look at how much range they have when they go into that cover mode. Oh my god. 20 range. Stand ground mode, they have 20 range. They have the same range as the Dutch skirmishers right now. So nothing can really get close to those bombards without those Nizams protecting them with 323 HP and 30 ranged attack. If I'm Robrot, this is go time. You are going to go into the Dutch base, and you're going to take down everything you see. And very smartly by Robrot, he is now macroing for the next 3 bombards that he can get from the church, and those Spahi are just going to be the support unit, right? He just wants to be able to just snare everything with those Spahi because of their large HP.
Yeah, pool, right? And they might be fully healed right now with the help of the Imam. But we just missed another volley. But Kevin adding the perfect unit counter here, adding the artillery foundry will queue culverins. He knows he cannot deal with the Nizams. He cannot go in with the Reuters to snipe the bombards. But is it a slightly late artillery foundry by Kevin? Because you have to expect this is going to happen. And for this, Kevin may just lose a lot of infrastructure. But if he can just switch to Kevin's POV, and let's see how he defends this. So one culver about to pop out, but he is popped.
He's housed. He cannot do anything with one culverin. One culverin is going to have to take 3 shots on those bombards to actually be able to kill it. And he's frantically putting down a house on the north side, and he's even shipping infantry attack right now. And he barely has any skirmishers on the field. So what is really the point of that upgrade?
Combat does not seem like the right call here. Losing so many banks. Road behind this going for factories. Has taken down 2 banks, generating so much XP, killing those banks. Do we have a raid at Ottoman TC though?
We do have a raid at the Ottoman TC right now. The Halberdiers have taken on the church. Wow. That is big brain. Really big brain right now. And taking down the church, and if I'm not mistaken, the market as well. But here comes the big fight. The Spahi are going in on those Reuters, but the Reuters very good taking down damage on those bombards. Those bombards still doing a lot of... We see... Okay, sorry, my stream just died.
Lag spike, but yeah, beautiful micro by Robrod there. Did catch 1.5 bombard and cleaned up all the cav. One bombard still remaining. The cull went down. Looks like he has held this fight, but has he done enough? Has Robrod done enough damage to the Dutch infrastructure right now?
Robrod has done a lot of damage to the Dutch infrastructure. We only have 2 banks on the field right now, but this is what we're forgetting. We are not seeing any more culverins being added from Kevin. Kevin probably doesn't know, but Robrod is very well and capable of getting 3 more bombards out the moment he is able to get another. There we go.
They're already coming, yeah.
There we go. They're already coming in. How is he going to stop them?
And look at that Imam. Robrod is using these units to their fullest potential, you know, healing the high cost, high HP units and doing such a wonderful job. Why is Robrod banking all this coin though? Is it for capitalism? Is this another tech?
Capitalism.
Okay. So he'll instantly go for capitalism and have like mercantilism, and he'll have like 3 shipments H4 back to back. And yeah, this is looking so tough for Dutch to hold.
And the problem right now with the capitalism. Yeah, but the problem right now with the capitalism is if Robrod has to...
Well, I think we lost Shake there. Yeah, the only thing like with the economy from the Ottomans, he's so far behind. But he has the tempo, he has the momentum, he has the units. He's on age ahead. He's done a lot of damage to the banks though. Come get some. That could be really hard to come back from the Dutch because he's so
Dutch with 1 bank, no artillery, and 2 factory behind that. So even, you know, if Robrod has half the villagers, he has the tempo lead, he has the big H4 shipments left. This is looking dire for Kevin here.
I mean, does he really need villagers with this build? He can just go. Funnily enough, he can just put all of his villagers on wood and eventually get more TCs, right?
Yeah, that's true. And you know, auto scales so fast now.
That is true, and the Abus are coming in. Yeah, I mean, you say H2 Abus, but in all honesty, they do the damage of H5 skirmishers. So